Okay, we'll open it up to Coach for comment.
In some ways, I'm speechless. Next emotion is I'm just incredibly proud of these women and what they did tonight. Historic win for Marquette women's basketball. We knew we were up against just a buzzsaw with Connecticut losing on Sunday. Knew there was going to be some major blows and punches thrown, but I thought our girls were just tremendous. Staying together, fighting. Probably one of our best defensive performances of the season, just with their fight and grit. And even our rebounding effort was tremendous.
Meg, I think it was last year you had said that it's such a mental challenge when you play UConn, just so they go on some kind of run, it sort of can maybe get to you. Mm-hmm. They did at times in this game. Kind of how do you feel like the team handled that and was able to respond?
I just think even the first couple minutes of the game, I thought we got some really great looks and they didn't go in and UConn got a little momentum, but we just continue to talk about they're going to make runs. They always do. Let's not make them too many of them and too big that we can't sustain it. And I just thought as the game went on, we just got more confidence to execute our stuff on the offensive end. I thought the team followed the scout extremely well about what we were trying to do. And then a little bit I thought was just adrenaline taking over. Our building was rocking. It was just a tremendous atmosphere for our fans. And just to see us continue to make plays in that fourth quarter when it also got a little shaky, but we just continue to fight and execute.
Yeah, so earlier in the season you took down number 3 Texas. We're now taking down number 4 in your home arena. How did that feel? How was it different?
I have so much respect for what Gino and his program has done. I mean, the winning excellence, it's so incredibly hard to beat him. Everybody knows that, and especially to get a win like this in conference in February. We're trying to put together our best basketball in February and trying to stay connected and together with that. And I thought you don't even have a shot in heck to beat a team like UConn unless you're clicking on all cylinders, executing well on both sides, and fortunately we were able to do that enough.
You mentioned the adrenaline rush was kind of Jordan there in that first quarter, and then Chloe kind of later, almost like throughout the rest of the game. How do you feel like those two leaders kind of led you
Yeah, they've been awesome for us all year in different ways, and I think one of the key moments of the game was when Jordan went out with her 4th foul. How Mackenzie Hare and Emily LaChapelle stepped up defensively, made a couple baskets, and then Chloe obviously made huge shots at the end. So, Chloe and Jordan, continue to impress me every day with their leadership and their will to win. And I think one of the things before coming into this game we talked about, despite us playing UConn, how hungry are you to continue to get better? And it was awesome to hear Chloe, the way she's watching the film, the way she's trying to get an edge, just not being satisfied, and that trickles down to the rest of our team. And hopefully our freshmen are learning a thing or two from her as she goes down the stretch.
Off of that, this was the first win in series history, of course, against UConn. Mm-hmm. What does that say about the advancement of your Marquette team and the culture you have here?
Yeah, I mean, for one, it just tells you how good UConn is. I mean, just the fact the numbers they put up year after year, and it's been 30 years, I think, since they had lost back-to-back games. So, first of all, just what they do, we can't lose sight of how good they've been. But for particular to our program, I think we're always in a building mentality. Just keep building, keep trying to do things a little better. We've had some up and down moments this season, so trying to stay consistent and not get too high or too low. I think we just keep putting, our head down and continue to, every ounce until this season is over, continue to build and try and get better. And it was just awesome to see some of what we've been talking about and practicing and behind the scenes come to fruition in an amazing environment.
You were able to force 19 turnovers. What would you say about the defensive performance tonight?
Yeah, I thought we played great position defense, and then I thought we made a couple big plays with some tips and deflections. I think the other key with your defense is how well you can rebound the basketball against them. And Edwards and Uhas that just came out with a first-round WNBA pick, projection, and they're on there, and Lopez Seneschal is an incredible shooter. So the fact that our team was able to kind of play that team defense and not make too many mental mistakes put us in position to obviously win that game.
Yes, you lost by 13 in the first matchup a few months ago. How does winning tonight speak to your effort in those 2 months building together as a team?
Yeah, it's interesting with Connecticut. You can look back at the first game and say, okay, we did this well, and I think we can build on it, and then they just take you right out of it. So a little bit every time you play them is almost a fresh new game because of how talented they are and how they make adjustments. So I thought it was not necessarily about like an adjustment or whatever, but just getting your team ready to play, getting them playing good quality basketball, and you kind of have a little bit of luck, obviously, when you win a game like tonight. But I thought just the fact that we stuck to a game plan, we played extremely hard, and then that ball went in the basket a few times, which is great.
What was that locker room like? So you got the win against Texas, but this is a team you see twice a year, and then they get that win here tonight.
Yeah, it was amazing. Just the screaming, the yelling. After every win, we sing the fight song, and this one was a little bit louder and a little bit rowdier. And just having our entire staff, support staff, players, everybody that contributes to our success. It was great to see everybody smiling and a lot of water being thrown. And I just, want our team, we talked about this is a huge moment before the game of, not taking this lightly when UConn comes into your building and what it means, and, being that little underdog mentality. And then to see that kind of pregame into the postgame was pretty cool.
Is this the biggest win in program history?
I mean, it's up there. I mean, top 5 team in the country, and a conference opponent, and the history of UConn, and what we had to do to be in position to win that game. It's pretty great.
In that 21-4 run in the first half, what were you seeing offensively for the team?
I thought we just took advantage of a little bit of their pressure. I thought we thought if we could change sides of the floor, move the ball, there would be opportunities to get some open shots. Jordan was big and kind of getting us going early with that. And then I thought our balance helped us too. I thought we had 5 people on the floor who were willing to take and make shots, which is good. Good?
Anything else?
All right, you guys.